These are the Battlefield 6 problems that are long overdue in needing to be fixed, but the chances of them being addressed at all is literally zero because the game in question is Battlefield. Battlefield is owned by EA, and EA is, it's no secret, they're a garbage company. Why am I qualified to speak on this matter? I have at least 33,000 kills, which is enough to put me at the top 50 in the Canadian leaderboards. I'm currently level 111, and my number of kills with the KTS 100 LMG is enough to make me top 6%. Okay, problem number one. Casual breakthrough and map balancing in general. There will be people that still play casual breakthrough because it's one of the faster ways to improve on weapon masteries, and it still has an attacking team versus defending team dynamic. I mean, to be fair, I genuinely think breakthrough just doesn't deserve to exist anymore. I genuinely think like we should we should just have rush as like the only game mode in all of Battlefield 6 because like because it's just that good, except for the fact that you can't spawn on the objectives outright if you're defending. That's a little annoying, but other than that, like Rush is a much better mode compared to all other modes in Battlefield like combined. So like Rush should straight up be the only mode that exists in Battlefield like altogether. Anyway, almost always you get either Blackwell Fields or Siege of Cairo, neither of which should have gotten past QA to begin with, because those two maps are way too attacker sided, and because the attacking side is Pax Armata, it's guaranteed blowouts every time. And this is especially a problem because like nearly all maps are in favor of Pax Armata way too much. The map balancing in this game is literally non-existent. It's guaranteed blowouts every single time. All other maps are extremely defender-sided, but then the defending side is also Pax Armata, which also means guaranteed stonewalling blowouts. NATO has zero chance of winning in any of those maps. This also applies to rush maps, with Iberian Offensive being the only map that was still extremely attacker sided, but the attacking sided not Pax. Yeah, that's the one map where NATO is the attacking side, and it's in NATO's favor. That's the only map that it's in NATO's favor, but nearly all maps have balancing issues, like not like across the board, not nonstop, across the board. Liberation Peak Rush is the only map where the gameplay is somewhat even. The sniper rifles in this the sniper rifles in this game have way too much range, which is a big problem, especially because the visibility issues are still just as bad as it was at launch, if not worse. You always have one or two snipers in the opposing team every game getting at least 70 plus kills from every impossible angle. Like you look at the kill cam, like there is no way their views are straight up obstructed, like right there. So the chances of them even getting a clear shot is literally zero. So it all the more shows that they're either using aimbots or magic bullet, but magic bullet is much more likely. But that all the more means that yeah, these guys are cheating. And you get this every game, every game. Because of this, in over half the maps in this game, the whole team is just bound to end up spawn killed nonstop. Remember, these these snipers, they don't even have a good vision on you. The only reason why they even have a vision on you, well, they probably don't because they're using magic bullet, but they're using magic bullet to guarantee those shots anyway. So it's like, so they don't even have to aim at you just to get their shots. It's either that or they're using aimbots, which again, that is its own problems. But either way, they're still cheating, which causes further blowouts in games where map and faction balancing is literally non-existent. Nearly all maps are extremely plaque-sided, regardless of mode. Problem number 3. All weapons are just flat out terrible. Master progress towards weapons take literally forever, but it also still incentivizes kills way too much. Because Battlefield 6 is about playing the goddamn objectives, not like you're not supposed to get kills in Battlefield 6. You're not supposed to get kills in any Battlefield game. It's about playing the objectives. And the game is so badly designed that you get way more points for getting kills. No, that's not how it should work. The point system in the game, like the like you have to, it's out of 100, and then every attachment costs points for some reason. The point system in the game uses is way too limiting, and attachments in general cost way more than they should, essential or not. And like some of these attachments deserve to cost no points at all, and they still cost points, which all the more hinders, which all puts all the more of a number on like how well your weapons can be, because you look at everybody else. Yeah, they're using aimbots, they're using wall hacks, they're using aimbots, they're somehow like they're somehow their recoil control is somehow like 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 unbelievable levels. You know they're cheating, and you can't even fight back because the draw of the weapon you're using, it's just too slow. Whereas everybody else, you look at half the players, like half the opposing players, sorry, you look at like half the opposing players, their weapon draw is much faster than they should be, and it doesn't even matter if they're running an LMG or not, because like it's not just LMGs that are that slow, it's like every gun. And the dev still and the dev team still has yet to address the hit rush problems. It's like, getting CSGO, obviously. It's still just as bad as it was at launch, if not worse. The aim down sight system suddenly kicks off to the middle of nowhere on its own. Like I've had that like several times. I mean, it might have something to do with the sniper button not working, but even then, but even then, it's not gonna be this bad. This is especially a problem when nearly half the lobby is already using magic bullet and aimbots, and they're somehow able to fire the guns much faster than they should. Like, yeah, drawing a gun takes forever, LMG or not. Vehicles. There is a video detailing all the laundry list of bugs and other problems that are plaguing vehicles in general, and it goes over each and every single one in detail. It's been several months since launch, and not a single issue on that video has ever been addressed. Every single issue that's been raised in that video still applies to this day. Let that sink in. They have not addressed any of those vehicle bugs. And they have not addressed any of the weapon bugs. They have not addressed any of the visibility issues. Like, what are we doing here? To add to this, there are vehicles in this map where they don't even belong because the map is too small, and this is especially a problem in Siege of Cairo, where the attacking team gets all the vehicles in the world, and the defending side gets nothing. Yeah, let that sink in. And, and this is never. To add to this, there are vehicles in a map in this map where they don't belong, and no vehicles where the map is so big. There are no vehicles where the map is so big that they're necessary. Even like you look at like I can name like I can name like countless examples. There's the one where it's like I can't name the map itself, but I can't name the map itself. But it's like a lot of white, and it's a lot of buildings, and it's in the middle of the street, and it has a fountain and what have you. And it's like, if you recall that map in particular, I can't remember the name, but it involved a lot of white, like structures. Like that map in particular, yeah, that map is so big that it needs vehicles, but there are no vehicles to get. There is never a time where vehicles are in the right place at the right time. Just why? These problems were already egregious at launch, and again, it's just as bad as it was back then. It was just as bad as it was back then, if not worse. Problem number 5, the Red Bull energy drink problem. I get that this is just a small little trinket that just attaches to your gun, but like it still needs to be. We still have to talk about it because like the way they went about doing that promotion, oh, no purchase necessary, no purchase necessary. Like like oh my god, there's so many things that are wrong with that promotion. Like there was no real information on when the promotion was going to start, and even when it started, nobody was notified. Like nobody was notified. So they just thought they could just cut it short on the sly, and they thought nobody would notice. And there's already backlash on this stuff like brewing in the background. And EA is super lucky that Better Business Bureau is literally a joke. Over 70% of BBB complaints against EA were never addressed, and they still somehow have an A plus rating, which makes zero sense. I want to file a complaint to no avail. Also, all BBB complaint responses are completely automated, and like they give you like, oh, you can contact us through this email address. Guess what? The email address is fake. There's no human there. You don't even get responses through that channel. It's blocked. Let that sink in. This is the kind of company that we're dealing with. Like, if any of these got fixed, Battlefield 6 would have been a better game. And like, it would have been the one shooter that everyone would have been excited for. Like, it was going to be the Call of Duty killer. And it's still this bad.